everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you the best items to buy right now from Louis Vuitton that are under $1,000. I feel like this is a very reasonable price range and a very reasonable price mark. So if you need inspiration for gifts or anything like that, and you're curious to see what my choices are, please keep on watching. So these are going to be items that I do not currently have in my collection, so I will be including pictures either here or here. And the first item that I want to talk to you about is the Louis Vuitton iconic cap, and it retails for $690 plus tax. So I'm not a big hat or cap type of girl. I actually, here's the thing, do not own any caps, not even like a lousy $20 one. I don't have any caps. And I feel like oftentimes, in the summer, my head tends to burn. Like, obviously I have, hair, but because my hair is very thin, I have very fine hair, then the top of my head sometimes feels like it's burning, or else I'd have to put sunscreen on, but then, I'd get my hair gross, so nobody wants that. So I feel like wearing a cap is probably a good idea, and I've been kind of searching for an idea of what a good cap would be. So first I was thinking about the Loro Piana one. This is very, very famous. Obviously it's the cap that everybody has. Then I was kind of I don't want to give that price tag, so maybe how about getting a Lacoste one or a Ralph Lauren one for I don't know, $40. That seems a little bit better. And then I think I circled back on my idea of having something nice, and that's when I stumbled across this one from Louis Vuitton, and I feel like it has all the things that I'm looking for. So the front has a very discreet little logo that is featured in gold hardware. Very cute. I love it. I feel like it's kind of dainty, cute. It's not this super loud luxury with the big logo, nothing like that. And then the back features a Louis Vuitton logo, but it's pretty small. It's not what I feel like would be over the top. I mean, at the same time, if you are paying $690 for a cap, you would want for other people to know that it's not from a thrift shop, right? So that price with that level of logos for me is warranted. So I feel like this is something that I really want to go ahead and try out in the store, especially before the summertime. So if you are looking for, a cap and you feel like you need one in your collection and you're willing to give this kind of price, then I would definitely recommend that you try it out in the store. That's what I'm going to do very soon. Next, we have the Louis Vuitton Confidential Bracelet, and it retails for $275 plus tax. So by a wide margin, actually the cheapest thing on this video, I mean, this is well under $1,000. I feel like this bracelet would be perfect for guys. I feel like it really would elevate their look. And, I think for guys, in a lot of ways, their watch is very important. And, a lot of people give a lot of attention to that, and it is very important. But then if you have nothing else going on your other wrist, it feels a little bizarre. So this would be a good kind of counterbalance of a nice watch on one side, and then, the Louis Vuitton Confidential Bracelet on the other. It's not too thick. It's not too showy. I mean, you can see that it's Louis Vuitton, but also not from a mile away because the bracelet is pretty thin and pretty small. So that's what I like about it. I feel like it kind of almost screams very old money style, which is an aesthetic that I've been very, very, very much into recently. I'm obsessed with it. I go look at pictures on Instagram and stuff. So I like that a lot about this bracelet. I feel like if I were to quote dress up a guy, which is my absolute goal, that would be one of the things that I would put on his other wrist, would be this bracelet. The price is incredibly reasonable, and I mean, the quality for LV is very decent, especially compared to this price tag. So this would be something that I would definitely get either as a present or just get randomly for a guy if I was dating him, or if I had a husband or something like that. I have an ex-husband, but if I had current husband, then this would be something that I would get for him. I feel like the look is perfect and the price range very, very reasonable. Next, we have the Bumper Palace iPhone case, and it retails for $435 plus tax. So we're still at a reasonable price point. And I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me that this is something that's not going to last long because obviously, you know, you cycle through phones pretty quickly. You get the next model, the one size up, etc., etc. So yes, it's not something that you are going to keep for the next 4 years. That does make sense. But personally, at least, I feel like I would get a lot of use out of it. Like, I've had my phone for the past, I would say like at least 3 or 4 years, I know. But let's just say even if you kept it for 2 years, that seems like a reasonable amount of time. If you kept your phone for 2 years, knowing that obviously it's a phone case, so you are using your phone every single day, multiple times a day, multiple, even for some people, hours throughout the day, for $400, if you divide that by however many times you take your phone out, I mean, this is gonna end up being like 1 cent or like, I don't know, per use, or like even less than that, right? So that's what I like about this, is it's something that's functional, that's practical, but that at the same time, like, you know, you feel like you're using. And so for me, I wouldn't mind dropping $435 on a phone case, knowing that I will use it and use it and use it and use it. What I really like about this one, other than obviously like the LV monogram, is the fact that it's like not the whole phone case that's the LV monogram, because that would be a little too much, at least in my opinion. That would be, you know, very like no longer quiet luxury, very in your face boom, maybe cheap actually even, but so it's not like that. That's what I like about it, number one. And then the number two is that it doubles up for usage as a card holder because of the little pouch, the little pocket that's at the back of the card holder. That's at the back of the phone case. You could slide in at least 1 or 2 cards. So for example, if you are going out and, you know, you don't have like a lot of space in your purse, or you simply don't want to take a purse, then that would be a very, very good idea. You can slide like maybe a credit card and a piece of ID, and I feel like that's all you need. I mean, you know, if you're going out at night, like, you don't really need a Costco card. I feel like it's unlikely that you'll, you know, go get gas, right? So for like 1 or 2 cards, it can be very, very convenient, and, you know, that would make the difference between bringing an additional card holder or just like sticking to your phone. So if you have very, very small purses, that might be an idea of making them work a little bit better for you. My next item is going to be the Louis Vuitton Cœur Battant perfume, and it retails for $320 plus tax. So I selected this one because it's my favorite fragrance from them, but I mean, any other perfume from Louis Vuitton would do the trick, whether you're a guy or a girl, you know, any scent would be good. Personally, this is my favorite scent. I feel like it's very, very sweet. I love that. It's floral, but not too much. I feel like this would be perfect for year-round. It's very, very girly. And I love the packaging. I feel like it's so beautiful. It's so aesthetic. I just recently finished renovating the master bathroom at my house. And that was an entire process. So I'm very happy to have reached that. And, you know, I'm very happy with the outcome, with how it looks. I feel like it's very classy. But I've been kind of like looking for stuff to, quote, decorate my bathroom. And what I mean by decorate is not like adding a poster on the wall. I meant like little things, little nice items to put here and there to kind of make it feel very beautiful, expensive, cozy, but at the same time very classy. And I feel like having this perfume would really make it look really nice. Having this perfume on display would be great in my new bathroom. Currently, I have, my current perfume is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Obviously, it's my favorite brand, so very fitting for me. This has been kind of like my signature scent for the past, I don't know, a long time. Let's say for the past like 6 or 7 years. But I feel like I'm kind of ready for a change. And I wouldn't necessarily use this perfume all the time, but it would be so good. Like, also, I know myself, to be honest. I feel like if I did get this perfume, first I would feel bad about paying $320 for a perfume. Like, I know myself, like, I feel like I would like to receive this, but then paying the price myself, I would be like, and then even if I had it, I know that I would put it on display in my bathroom and I would feel concerned about using it. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna use the Chanel one instead. So that's why I'm not like, I don't have the actual intention of getting it, because I feel like $320 just for a thing that I know will be on display. I mean, if I receive it, great, but you know, like dropping that price on a display for my bathroom myself, I don't think so. But if you are actually going to use this perfume as something else than for a display, then 100% I would recommend it. And lastly, we have the Louis Vuitton Drop Flat Half Boots, and they retail for $805 plus tax. This is such a weird price. Why and the 5? Like, I don't understand. Why not just 800 or 795? Or it's just so weird. But anyway, so I have been looking high and low for a pair of rain boots. And I know what you might think. I know that they're not the classiest because yes, it's made out of rubber. Yes, it's not going to be leather boots or suede or any other classy fabric. I realize that and I know that. But I feel like they're so practical. Back in the day when I lived in New York City, I used to have a pair of Burberry rain boots that I loved and I wore to death. Like, I wore them until there was a hole in them. My ex-husband like bought them for me and he was like, wow, I'm very happy that you wore them that much. I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I'm like, yes, 100%. I feel like here, you know, in the Northeast, let's not be kidding, it rains a lot, and so it would be very practical to have a pair of rain boots that are classy. I'm not a hunter rain boots kind of person. I respect it, and I understand that, but it's not really my aesthetic and it's not really my style. So I was kind of looking the highs and lows for something like that. The one thing that I'm concerned about before going to try it out in the store, which I will definitely be doing, is the size of the heel. I am very tall. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you know that I am a 5'11" or 180 centimeters, and so for me, it's kind of like weird or uncomfortable to buy even small heels. I mean, this is going to be probably like 2 or 3 centimeters, and you know, I feel like if you are, I don't know, 5'2", 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'8", or maybe even 5'9", that's fine to add this height to your already existing height. But for me to add that, then like I'm 5'11" and 3/4, so that would make it like 6 and above, and I feel like then it's going to be very tall, definitely emasculating for guys, but you know, I wouldn't really be wearing rain boots on a date. But I also feel like I'd be a little bit self-conscious, so I'm not 100% sure how I will approach this situation. But I will definitely go ahead and go try them on in the store because I feel like it's 100% worth it. It's a pair of shoes that I don't have in my collection yet that I need, and I feel like I love the look of them. They're black. I love the little design, but the one thing that's stopping me is definitely the heel size. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was informational and beneficial for you in case you were looking at either gifts to give somebody or to receive for yourself, or just in general that you wanted to acquire something new but didn't want to drop like, you know, I don't know, like $4,000. Obviously, I didn't include any bags in this video because I felt like, you know, finding a bag, I'm not even sure if it's possible, but finding a bag under $1,000 from Louis Vuitton is not going to be a bag that I would recommend. It would be either a very small bag or, you know, a bag that would be kind of like iffy or that I just wouldn't really like. So I preferred not to include that, but instead to focus on other things, and actually in general things that I don't really talk about very often on my channel, such as like small accessories. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.